Okay. So, if you attain perfect enlightenment, remove all desires and such from yourself, then what do you do? Nothing? Um, what is the point of even existing then? This is why I think that we are meant to indulge to some degree in this world. It is part of the game because you have nothing waiting for you when you finish it. So what I'm saying here is that if the goal of life and of everything basically is for us to attain enlightenment, right? And perfect enlightenment is being completely at peace, completely zen, free of all desires, all, human problems, right? All fears or whatever. If you solve everything, you make yourself this perfectly pure being, right? That is just one with the universe, right? Then what is the point of your existence anyway? Because once you're one with the universe, right? Then what is your, like, if you're one with the universe and you're perfectly at zen, right? And everything is perfect about you, then, do you even exist anymore, for one? And two, if you do exist and basically you can do nothing, so you just kind of do nothing, right? Then what's the point of even existing in the first place? What's your reason for existence? Why even be here? And so what I think happens is that at some point, maybe, everyone goes off and they work their way up and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to make it. And one day they get to a point where they're like, why am I doing this? Because it's almost like another trap in itself, to chase enlightenment and perfection and all these things, because at the end of the day, why are you doing it? And I don't know. I don't think there's really a good reason necessarily, right? So once you hit a certain threshold, I think that's where you go realize, oh, I'm just gonna live now, because what's the point of trying to attain perfection forever? You'll never attain perfection. And so why not just live in the world, and enjoy the experience for what it is? Because it's an experience and it's meant to be experienced. If you weren't supposed to experience it, then we wouldn't be conscious, right? A big part of what consciousness is being aware of our awareness and being able to perceive what's around us and be aware of what we're perceiving, right? That's what consciousness is. And if you try and limit yourself and try and say, oh, no, I can't have these things, I can't want these things, I've got to be this perfect little ball of perfection, right? I need to cut away all the bad stuff and only keep the good. I think you're just going to keep cutting yourself into oblivion, right? Death by 1,000 cuts. And I don't know, that doesn't sound very fun. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't try and achieve any level of enlightenment, but I do think that there's a certain point where, you have enough awareness to realize that more awareness isn't really a thing, or it's not something that's necessarily beneficial for you, right? there's a certain point where you realize your journey is no longer about the destination, and you're just there, and you just keep going because you're on a journey and you want to experience as many things on this journey as you can. So I think when you get to that point, and you realize, that there's no goal, that like the goal that you were trying to achieve doesn't exist. When you realize that it's not actually attainable, that's when you have the opportunity to kind of reflect and realize that, hey, maybe this stuff isn't as bad as I think it is. Maybe it's just that I've said it's bad, and that's why it is. There's obviously certain things that, going around killing people is obviously not a good thing, at least from the perspective of everybody else. So we could argue that, yes, no, you shouldn't kill people, because then that means people will kill you. And you wouldn't like that, would you? No. In theory, you'd be like, oh, I don't even care, though. And it's like, okay, well, then how about you don't care about killing people and just stop doing that then, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that this life is amazing so long as you let it be amazing. And, there's nowhere to escape to, and there's nowhere to escape from. So just stay, And so I think that's really all I wanted to say with that one. So, yeah. Peace out.